Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I am at another nursery. You guys know I absolutely love going around different nurseries and just seeing how they interpret nature and how they organize and how happy their ecosystems are and the bumblebees and things like that. This is literally one of my happy places. I come here to get my mind right and just be at ease sometimes. Have you ever tried that? That's what this does for me. I don't associate stress at all with gardening or with nature. This is where I'm free. This is where I listen to their music. I watch them dance, collect nectar, and I always wonder where they're taking it back to. This nursery in particular was so different than any I've ever been to before. I think I'm going to do another video just on this nursery. Upon entry, things are a little rugged and untamed. Some would call it messy, but I actually thought it was quite beautiful how everything just meshed together, uninterrupted, unbothered, untamed. It was beautiful. When I got to this part, I was still at the entry, but I spotted this amaranth. It just grew randomly in a pot. I had to get it. This is how it came out. Now, this guy took me through a secret passage back here. I was a little nervous, but excited at the same time.
I feel like you just brought me to your secret hiding place.
That was my real reaction. I was so just overwhelmed with gratefulness and humility at this point because this property was on so many acres. I had never seen it so large on a large scale like this, but it was just so organized compared to the front, which showed a different part of him. Have you ever ran your hands through lamb's ear? My goodness, it's the softest thing you'd ever feel. We had such a good time. The girls wanted a little ride, so of course I gave them one. Now let's get to it. This is why you came here. My mom bought me this really cool planter, and she has a matching one, so I'm going to put it together really quickly. The steps are really, I think, only 2 steps, so I just have to put a few of these screws in here. It may take me a little longer than it'll take you. I'll leave the links below for this, but that's only because I have a hand injury. You should be fine. Wow, it came out great. It took less than 5 minutes, and it's so big, it's so deep, I should say. It'll fit a nice amount of veggies and flowers. This is the only compost, soil they had available, so let's check it out. It felt so good and smelled so good. I hope it's not too strong. No, it should be okay. It's nice and crumbly. It had little sections of it that kind of remind me of humus. Drop a comment down below if you know what that is. I did decide to put on gloves though because I kept getting pricked by little wood pieces. And if you're a gardener, you know that hurts. In the middle, I added some biotone. And then I'm going to add some biochar that's fresh from my house. soaked it down a little. Now I kind of just want to play with the plants and see how they look. I got some kale because you guys know I want this to be like basically a smoothie container. I'd like to come out and just grab a few pieces of veggies to go in a smoothie every day. So that's the idea behind this. Some of these leaves look kind of destroyed and I see lots of little bites on here. So that tells me before I even put these in here, I'm going to thoroughly investigate because I know there are going to be some little critters in here that I don't want. I'm putting some beets in here too, and if you like smoothies, you know beets are pretty good in smoothies and they're really good for you. But I'm really interested in investigating these little bugs. You know what I'm looking for. My girls know what to look for now. And I spotted him. There he is. He has to go. If you're a new gardener, when you buy new plants, make sure you're looking under all your leaves. If you see tiny holes like this, you should probably have a cabbage moth. That's what this little guy is. He looks innocent and sweet, but he's just really not. He'll devour your plants if you let him and get really big and chunky. So catch them while they're small. Nola's going to help me arrange the flowers. I got these for my pollinators, and I like to just have one at least pollinating plant, even though I don't have any fruit, any vegetables in here that need pollinating. I still think that having a balanced ecosystem makes most sense. This plant here in particular was kind of root bound, so I'm hoping it doesn't break apart, but let's see. Oh, I probably shouldn't have did that because I really think that's going to break now. Oh, yeah, it broke. I'm just going to put it in anyway. Fingers crossed it doesn't die. I think I added too much soil in here, but that's easy. We can just take it out. And I'm actually going to put this in another pot. Let's go ahead and arrange this kale. I kind of want them cater-corner or like not placed perfectly, if you know what that means, just so that they have enough room to grow. This little one is so small compared to the others, but look at those roots. Really, really healthy. That makes me feel good. This one's really healthy. I'm happy about that. I'm just gonna figure out where I want them, place them in there. Wow, look at all that extra soil. That's just from the holes though, so. I'm trying to touch as many things that I can with my hand just to kind of nurture my hand and give my hand the therapy that it needs on a regular basis, just so that I don't enable it. I double checked, maybe even triple checked these plants on the bottom just to make sure there were no more critters, because one can literally just decimate this entire smoothie garden box, and I don't want that. But I am going to plant some seeds in here too. And I'm going to do some, after I do these beets, I think I'm going to do some spinach seeds as well as some zinnias. Oh, here's a quick tip for the beets. You see how those, it looks like there's more than one. There's actually like 2 or 3 beets. So I'm just going to separate those quickly and place those as individual plants as well. And give them more space so they can get a little bigger. It's coming out pretty good. And here are those spinach seeds if you've never seen them. I want more flowers because zinnias are just so pretty and easy to grow. So I'm going to do 2 rows of the spinach. and I'm going to do some zinnias on the sides. Now, in a couple of weeks, maybe 2 weeks, I'm actually going to plant more beets seeds and more kale seeds, just so that I have a rotating box and I don't go out quickly. This is a zinnia seed. They'll fly away in the wind, so be very careful. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope that it was helpful. It's really easy to start any size garden. And this is a smoothie garden. That's all I wanted it for, besides my little flower. So if you have any suggestions or tips, leave a comment below. I hope you enjoyed this, and I challenge you to go start a smoothie box.
Oh no. Oh.
Get out of its bed. It's walking towards me. There. Isn't it?